The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the first swing of the game. The battle for Los Angeles, two spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis, and they're traditional. They haven't changed very much over the years. This game's just fun to watch in every sense of the word.
Fun for the fans, too, because they don't have to go anywhere. And you know what else is always cool? You tune in this game late in the season, what do you get? Great weather, too. I mean, it makes me jealous every year watching this football.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground. They've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
The inside handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to go up top on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dobbs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a first down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A lot of urgency for this offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Stoll. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. Got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll run the option. Ball is free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Great move. Now he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now,
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
and to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
You know, in a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing off.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Trying the left side.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Dobbs. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Trojans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything's...
Lofts one high and deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side,
all kinds of running room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fast motion from the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Dobbs.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Going up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the... Sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense is expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Took a shot as he threw.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Dobbs. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive. Almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Got his man in the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant finish section.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming right at the pick.
And the Trojans in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Pretty solid coverage there. They'll stop him at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. He's back to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's caught. The expressway is wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. A timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the run, it's Stoneburner. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Game could be decided right here. Crowd behind this defense on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every